to Hogwarts for the very last time.
Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Ginny are all going back to Hogwarts for the final time for their senior year. I suppose technically it's just Harry, Ron, and Hermione that's going back for their senior year. Ginny is a year behind them, but they don't really address that all that much, so I won't mention it again either. One of the big things that the song does is it emphasizes this friendship group between the four of them. We've obviously been able to see Harry, Ron, and Hermione grow as a friendship group in the first two musicals, with musical them being more established, but seeing it grow more, and then with sequels seeing it first start. And the original musical allows us to see Ginny eventually becoming part of this group, even though it takes her a little bit. But it's nice that this song is able to kind of emphasize the fact that they are still very close friends. You can guess when any sort of musical has any sort of number where it's like, look how strong this friendship group is, that something is going to eventually happen to make it all fall apart. And that falling apart really works a lot better if you're able to establish how close the friendship group is, so that's what this song does. We also see that Harry and Ginny, even though they've been dating for presumably about 5 years at this point, are still kind of in the honeymoon phase of their relationship. And just like when something emphasizes that a friendship group is very close means that things are going to go wrong, when someone decides to show this relationship and how apparently strong it is, you can guess that something is going to go wrong there as well. Another thing that this song does is that it's an ego boost for Harry. This is the only Harry Potter musical where the name of the musical is actually said in a song. And so Hermione, Ginny, and Ron all refer to this as a Harry Potter senior year. And they all talk about how great Harry is going to be this year, and how this year is all about Harry, and of course Harry replicates that, talks about how, yeah, I am great. Harry's always had an ego, but in the first two musicals, it's masking the deep insecurities that he had about himself. Because in those first two musicals, he didn't really know what he was doing, and he was expected to do these great things immediately, and it scared him a lot, and he was hiding that by having this big ego. I don't think the big ego was fake necessarily, but it was certainly exaggerated to hide the fact that he felt he didn't know what he was doing. But now, he's defeated Voldemort, and he's defeated all the Death Eaters, so he's the hero. Which means that he no longer has those specific insecurities. But now he has other insecurities. You see, in this song, Harry is the only one that expresses any sort of doubt. And the impetus to this is what happens at the end of Scene 1. After defeating Barty Crouch Jr., Barty Crouch Jr. points out that while the Death Eaters certainly fell apart without Voldemort's leadership, without Voldemort, Harry also is nothing. The world no longer needs a hero since the great evil has been defeated. And so in this song, Harry sings about how he doesn't know what's going to come after school. And he's not just singing about school here, he's singing about how he doesn't know what he's going to do with his life now that evil is gone. So, that is it for this week's song. Tune in next week for next week's song. See you then!
It's a very